Hey, Adele, Sloan, do you want to join Elvis and I at the table? We got a strategy meeting to make. Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Bravely Default 2. Last time, we set off to save Princess Gloria with the help of Sir Sloan and our friends. We explored a little bit of Halcyonia and the outside, and fought some enemies, grabbed some loot, went in here to the abandoned house, and raided all of the treasure we could find. And we found ourselves here at a save point, near where is probably going to be a boss fight. And today, we're going to be saving Princess Gloria. There's really not much in terms of preparation to talk about here. I would honestly say, if you really want to, you could swap Elvis over to Freelancer for this so he has a bit more health. But with the help of the round shield, I don't think this is going to be that big of a deal. And I do kind of want him... You know what? Screw it. I think I am going to put him on Freelancer for this and just have him sub-job Black Mage. I do want access to his poison, because I'm going to be trying to utilize that at some point today. But I do want to get some JP up on his Freelancer. It's weird seeing him without the hat and the black suit. Anyways, with that little bit of preparation made, let's go ahead and save Princess Gloria.
Hear me, villains! I have brought to you the fabled jewel as requested. Now, prove that thou art as good as thy word. Allow the princess to go free.
Not until we have seen the crystal. Dag.
On it. Now back, rogue. The princess. Release her unto me.
First the crystal. And please, do not try anything foolish. Your precious princess will only suffer all the more.
Come on, Gramps. Hand it over.
Very well. The Princess Gloria, by the light of the sun! Ah, the eyes!
Go, go, go!
You okay, Gloria?
It's you. Thank you. Yes.
This way.
Princess, thou art unhurt, I pray?
I'm quite all right. Thank you, Sir Sloan.
Can we leave the pleasantries for later? We need to get out of here.
Curses.
Did you really think we would not be prepared for some manner of cheap trickery? So sorry to disappoint you. And you know, we really would have let you go unharmed if you had handed over the crystal as requested. But that is out of the question now. You have upset us, and therefore we must teach you a lesson. A very painful lesson.
Too bloody right we must. You've half blinded me here.
Oh, for goodness sake. Pull yourself together, Dag.
I'll be right, boss. Just a bit blindsided by these Drongo's dirty tricks is all. You'll pay for that.
Damn. It can't end like this. We were so...
What the?
Can it truly be?
Where am I?
You who heed my call.
Wait. That's the voice I heard after I fell into the sea.
Hear me. I am wind, the sigh of the land made crystal.
The wind crystal? So that thing Sir Sloan was carrying is... talking to me?
It is. It was I whose breath bore you to this place. But there were those who would have seen you sunk forever, who cut your life's thread short.
What? Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me I died back there?
I am. But you are here now. Your thread retied, rewoven. My power made it so. And now it is time to choose. Embrace oblivion and allow the coming of calamity, or make a stand and fight for your survival. Should you choose the latter, you need only step into the light. If you seek the sweet release of death instead, you need only wait for it to wrap its arms around you. Lies, delusions, credulity, isolation, all the absurd imperfections of the human world await you. There is still time to change your mind, to forego the suffering and surrender yourself to eternal peace. But no. You choose the harder path. You are bold, courageous. This being so, I grant my power unto you. Go forward and accept your destiny.
As a result of receiving the Wind Crystal's blessing, Seth can now perform special abilities.
What just happened?
What was that light?
A revelation. The crystal's blessing. And that can mean only one thing. Thou art one of us. A hero of light.
This should be fun.
You three guys are in for a thrashing!
Alright, here we go. Time to slow down combat a bit here. Those lucky enough to receive the Crystal's blessing become able to perform incredible special abilities. These will differ depending on your current job, but every single one is amazing, to a point. Go ahead and give it a try. This one's on the house, but you'll usually need to meet certain job-specific conditions in order to access special abilities, such as performing a given action a certain number of times. So let's go ahead and do it. All-out assault. We will get plus 20% to our physical and magic attack for this. Strike a single enemy with a powerful physical attack. Let's go ahead and throw this at Selena, as she is the support here.
Yeah! I'll give it all I got. Our voyage isn't over yet.
You reckon you're pretty tough, don't ya? But you're no match for us, I can tell you that much.
Don't get cocky, Dag.
After the stunt they pulled before? Not likely. I'm gonna make them pay for being so sneaky. I'm gonna make them pay 100 times over.
You'll notice how the music changes whenever you perform a special ability. If that's your cue to go to bananas, your entire party will get a bonus stat boost while the music is playing. The stat boost is very depending on the special ability performed. I want to go fast so I can get use out of this. Let's go ahead and brave twice so we can examine Selena and Dog. I hate that they put a cutscene in the freaking tutorial right there whenever you're supposed to be taking advantage of the music. Oh, it's so annoying. But hey, we also got Gloria in the battle now. We can go ahead and hit Selena here for extra damage. Elvis here, we're gonna try and use black magic to try and poison Dog here. And I failed, okay. We're gonna go ahead and speed up fast here. Sloan is going to be focusing mostly on Dog here, so we're gonna either help him or we're going to fight Selena. Let's go ahead and use Seth's turn to hit Selena here, get the extra damage off. And then let's deal a little bit more damage. Let's see if we can poison Dog. Oh, okay. Okay, both bosses are defaulting here. And now that our bonus is down, we can slow down a little bit. I'm not a big fan of how they start this battle, but okay. Dog is a physical attacker with a high physical defense. That's why Sloan is going to be focusing on him primarily. Selena pretty much only does support magic. She is a white mage. All of their buttons are just support. She'll be healing herself and Dog, or both at the same time, and she'll be providing supportive buffs to Dog himself. That's why I prefer to go after Selena first and foremost, especially since her weaknesses are easy to hit since Gloria starts out with a bow. Since they're both defaulting, it's not worth attacking them right now. Okay, Dog is braving. He's trying to take down Elvis there. Thankfully, stand ground, procced right there, giving Elvis a second chance at life. And I'm a little scared of Selena being able to brave constantly. So I think we're going to use Gloria's turn here to cast Treat on Adele, so we don't have to have Sloane waste his turn healing her. And then I'm going to try and continue poisoning Dog. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I might go ahead and abandon that idea here soon. But I really wanted to see if I could poison him, since poison does a lot of damage to bosses, since it's based on max HP. Okay, so Selena is currently up and at them. So we can go ahead and swap out. Let's go ahead and have Adele default, actually. There's Enrage. That will make it to where anyone who's targeted with Enrage can only attack Dog. There are ways around this, like darts, which is everyone, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's actually only use one of them. There we go. Oh, it dodged Selena, the one I wanted to hit with it. Okay. Dog is currently at about half health with no BP stocked up, so he has to wait a full turn before he can go back and fight. So let's try and get some hits in on Selena here. I'm gonna try and keep them a little bit even so we can see as much as we can of this encounter. Generally speaking, if you're on hard mode, play this very safe. There is no shame in just turtling this encounter, spamming default as often as you can, and letting Sir Sloane deal most of the damage here. There's no shame in that whatsoever. Let's go ahead and swap out this Kukri for the broadsword so Adele can get bonus damage on Selena here. There we go, and a crit to 2 crits? Holy crap. Okay, she's going for the AoE heal, which gets immediately countered. Gloria here has access to bows, so unfortunately she's enraged though. We can see the icon for the Enrage is currently flashing, which means it's nearly up, so we probably only have 1 or 2 more turns left for those. I guess we can go ahead and cast Treat on Elvis since he's low HP. Well, lower HP. There's Protect, which means physical attacks are not going to be as effective. If we want to see what the special move requirement is for all-out attack, it is just using the attack command 8 times. It's very easy to level up. Sword of Stone, which is a earth-based physical attack, does quite a bit of damage. He's going for Elvis a lot here. Holy moly. Let's have Elvis... Actually, I'm gonna have Elvis default here. I'll see if Sloane wants to heal Elvis. And then we'll just try to poke at Selena here. I'm honestly a little peeved that they pronounce it as Selena. As someone who's played Final Fantasy XIV for most of his life, there's a little fairy in that game called Celine. So whenever I first saw Selena in like promotional stuff, I was like, oh hey, it's Celine, and then they said Selena, and I don't know, I twitched a little bit. Dag and Selena, interesting duo. Okay, let's go and default here since they're doing it as well. There's Cure. Let's go ahead and see if we can speed this up a little bit. Let's send Gloria into the negative and try to get as much damage on Selena as we can. Okay, that puts her at about 1,000. I'm a little paranoid of Dog's higher BP count, since he's probably going to go on the offense here. So I think I'm going to throw this other dart here and then attack Selena. There we go, get the 455 damage, an extra 169 there. Okay, there's stand ground proccing for Gloria. Oh, got Seth though. Man, he cleared us out there. Holy crap. I don't want Sloane to waste a turn raising Seth. So let's use Elvis's turn to raise Seth and heal Gloria. There we go. Okay, alright, that's okay. And then we've got a full turn here that we can use to attack Selena. Alright, and Selena's at 584 HP. I'm kind of tempted to just go full offense here. Let's see if we can wrap her up. 95, 102, 110, 107. Nope. That's not good. Alright. Let's go ahead and start using some of this magic here. Use fire. I wanted to see if I could wrap this up with physical attacks only so I could get the Freelancer JP. Seems to be biting me in the butt here. But maybe I can wrap this up with a few extra attacks. No, she just keeps healing herself. Okay, he's going for the Enrage, which is fine. Not ideal, but it's okay. She's gonna keep healing herself because she's low, so Dog actually might go down first. So let's switch out Elvis's weapon. And let's go for the Kukri and see if we can poke Dag a little bit here.
This should help.
Okay, yeah, she's going for the heal on Dag now. And then let's poke Selena, so maybe she'll heal herself. 650 damage on Dag is pretty good. Let's try and let's just poke him a little bit more. Oh, there's the counter right there. That's why I was not a big fan of attacking Dag. Let's actually default here. Alright. Let me focus up a little bit here. I'm losing this fight. Let's go ahead and get some BP acclimated. Oh, 1,500 damage critical on Selena. That is definitely enough for us to turn this around.
Not yet.
Selena? Selena! You've done it now! Prepare to die, Drongos! Right?
Now that Selena's down, Dog is going to be very aggressive. And we definitely want to default here. We want to wait for him to either default himself or use up all of his actions here. Okay, let's swap Elvis back to Staff, since now it's a matter of pride on whether or not I can actually poison him. Come on. There we go. 191 damage. If that was on the entire fight, that would have been doing a lot of damage. It would have added up real fast. Unfortunately, dealing damage to Dog is not really our main priority, since Sloan just was way more damage than we do. Going for Elvis there. Let's not take any chances. Let's go ahead and just race Elvis, so Sloan has a higher chance of actually utilizing his own abilities to deal with Dag. Let's use Gloria's turn to go ahead and treat everyone, since this heals people for 20% of their max health, to minimize the chance of Sloan actually healing us. We stand ground again, and the poison dealing the final blow.
You really got me good.
I just keep getting stronger.
All right, that was our first boss battle. It's a bit of a fight, but thankfully, thanks to Sir Sloan, it's not too bad. Let him do most of the work. We pick him off every now and then, do some chip damage, potentially poison him. Pretty simple fight. And at the end of every single asterisk boss, we'll be obtaining some new jobs. First up is the White Mage. White Mages support others with restorative magic, making them invaluable additions to any party. The White Mage is the healer of this game. They have no offensive abilities whatsoever. If you want a pure healer, this is your job. They have very low costs on their healing. It is very strong healing. Just be mindful of their low weight, low defense, and mediocre HP stat. They snap like a twig, but they can heal you up if you do die. And next up on our list from Dag is the Vanguard. Vanguards can protect the party by drawing enemy attention and bearing the brunt of incoming attacks. The Vanguard has an exceptionally high physical attack stat and a very, very high physical defense stat. They are a physical god, being able to hit really hard, take a lot of physical attacks, and even debuff their opponents' own physical and magic attack stats. They can also draw enemy aggro, which is very, very nice, especially early on, since aggro management is important in this game. Do note that high MP costs and magic defense can be a bit of a blind spot for them, so equipping a shield to help with that, or just having someone else deal with that style of damage might be appropriate.
We'll get you back for this!
Hey! Not so fast!
Sir Sloane! Time to make a swift exit.
No! Wait! Sir Sloane! You're okay, right?
'Tis not, lad. Worry not.
All right, let's get out of here before they come back with more of their friends.
Gloria joins the party officially. Okay, we've got a full group of mostly alive party members. I'm not surprised Sir Sloane is injured after how hard he carried us. His back must be hurting. Leading from the front. Hey, wait up, will you? What's the matter, Elvis? Can you lot walk a wee bit slower? I'm absolutely jiggered. You know, maybe we should take things a little slower. Not because Elvis can't hack the pace, but because, well, we only just set you free, Gloria. Yeah, and she's at 1 health. Brink of death. You probably need a little while to get the blood moving through your legs, right? Your concern is appreciated, but I am quite well, thank you. And I find our current pace to be perfectly comfortable. Then you're made of sterner stuff than me. And there I was thinking princesses were pampered sorts who needed treating with kid gloves. Yes, I kind of thought that too. Seriously, what century are you two from? I was taught that a princess should always lead from the front. And thou didst learn thy lesson right well, milady. Yet the fact that friend Elvis doth struggle to maintain our current pace cannot and must not be ignored. Leading from the front is all well and good, but one must also ensure that those behind are able to follow. You are correct as always, Sir Sloane. We must slow our pace so that no one is left behind. Would that help, Elvis? Well, not as much as a wee stop off at a tavern, maybe, but aye, it's a start. Reckon I'm starting to sound like the pampered one. Time to up your game, Elvis. Yeah, get your butt in gear, old man. He's only 35, that's only 1 foot in the grave. Anyways, let's go ahead and take advantage of these warp stones here. Or teleport stones. I've played this game many times and I call them warp stones, not teleport stones. I think I was thinking of ward light or something. We'll take a look at the new jobs we got here in a second. I think it's more higher on our priority list to actually get back to Halcyonia and heal ourselves. We're definitely not in a state to to fight right now. Funnily enough, if any of your party members are KO'd, they have a unique animation while walking around in the overworld. I'm sure we'll see it here fairly soon.
It doesn't look like Dag and Selena came back this way. We should be okay for now.
They'll not pose much of a threat without their asterisks anyway.
I must take this opportunity to make a report to His Majesty. He will wish to strengthen the city guard.
I will join you. Thank you all so much for coming to my aid.
Hey, don't mention it. You did the same for me once, remember?
Aye, and with 2 shiny new asterisks to show for our efforts.
Oh, before you go, Sir Sloane, I wanted to ask you about what you said back there. About the crystal's blessing?
Ah, but of course. 'Tis a matter of great import, yet one which, alas, will not suffer a brief explanation. Perhaps we might speak of it upon my return.
Sure. I can wait.
You are a gentleman.
Alrighty. How about us lot go about our business as well and meet back at the inn? I've a few things to take care of myself.
Very well. Until then.
Oh, party goes our separate ways. So much for Gloria joining us. Be sure to help out those in need. Talking to people with a blue ... marker over their heads will enable you to undertake special side quests. In the course of completing them, you'll learn more about various characters' backstories and occasionally acquire some unique items while you're at it. So get questing. It's a rewarding experience in every sense of the word. Occasionally. The travel log section of the menu gives you access to details of any quests you've undertaken, settings relating to the quest markers, events and party chat scenes you've previously come across, and any tutorials you've unlocked. But not a complete list of all the side quests you've done. only the active ones you've done. Why, game? Why? It's always a good place to go if you're ever in need of a nudge in the right direction. So yeah, we have now unlocked side quests. As a reminder, I will be undertaking every single side quest in the entire game and showcasing you how to complete them all, how to unlock them all, and, generally what to do. Hey, it said that the party went their separate ways, and yet I can see everyone here. First things first, let's go ahead and go over the 2 new jobs we got. As I said briefly, White Mage is support, Vanguard is tank, but also has high physical attack. We can see that the stat differences that we have here. Obviously, Freelancer CC, but obviously we can see that Vanguard raises your sword up to A, stagger down to D, and whatnot. You can also see the stat differences here. It increases our physical attack by quite a bit. Maximum HP goes up, but our MP goes down. You can see the stat variations right here. Very, very helpful. It does take your current equipment into account when calculating these stat changes, though. So if you want to see the raw stat changes, take off all your stuff and see that then. For right now, because everyone's at job level 5 on Freelancer, and none of them, except for Elvis, are actually anywhere super close to getting another level, I might go ahead and swap some jobs over. Again, Freelancer, I think, is the most important job to level up very early on here in the prologue. But I guess for a little bit we can go and swap around. Let's go ahead and put Seth on Black Mage. I really like this design. Obviously, in my job videos, I'll be going into the fashion tier list where I will rank all of the jobs designs and where I see them in terms of just overall fashion. But Seth's Black Mage is definitely high up on that list. Gloria, we're gonna put her on White Mage. I know, basic choice, but trust me, she's gonna want it. Also, I adore this White Mage design. It's so cute. I love the hat. I love the hat so much. This is one of my favorite White Mage designs in all of, fiction, I guess. I was gonna say Final Fantasy, and while Bravely Default is, in a very loose way, a spiritual successor to Final Fantasy, I didn't want to specifically say Final Fantasy, since this is technically not Final Fantasy. And Vanguard, which, I'm alright with this design for Adele. It's got this very, silver and bronze look to it. I think it fits her. Anyways, we're walking around as Seth, though, but we can heal ourselves up with Gloria, which is quite nice. What does Adele have to say here, actually? I don't want to state the obvious, but there are a lot of people around here. Maybe we should try talking to some of them. Well, I'm gonna get to that, but first things first. Okay, no, that little kid doesn't say anything new. What about Elvis? I'd heard good things about the fresh produce here in Halcyonia, but my expectations have been well and truly surpassed. I'll bet all this stuff makes for a tasty drink, too. Can't wait to try a local beverage. I don't even know where Gloria is. I think she's over here, actually. Nope, she's busy with the king, I'm assuming. Well, let's go ahead and check out the side quests, then. I wonder where that nice young man's got to. There's something I wanted to show him. Quest 1, borrowing the boat. You really saved my skin from those monsters, How about taking my old boat out as a little thank you? Go on, hop aboard and explore the sea. We get 2 teleport stones for completing this one.
Hey there. Are you all right now, ma'am?
Oh, it's you. You really saved my skin back there, I'll have to think of some way of paying you back.
Oh, there's no need for anything like that.
I won't hear of it. Imagine a debt like that left unsettled. But what to give you? Hold on. You're a sailor, aren't you?
I am. How did you know that?
Well, you could hardly be anything else, dear. Right, come along with me. I've got something to show you. Here you go. A little boat to say thank you.
A boat? Oh, no, ma'am. It's too much.
Nonsense. I want you to have it. I don't get much use out of it at my age, anyway. And besides, the old girl would prefer to have a handsome young fellow like you at the helm, I'm sure.
You're right about her being old. But she's in great condition from what I can see.
She's wonderful, isn't she? And sturdy as anything, too, I can promise you that. Not ocean-going sturdy, perhaps, but fine as long as you don't stray too far from shore. What say you hop on board and give her a whirl?
All right, you've convinced me. Don't mind if I do?
That's the spirit. Who knows what awaits over the horizon, eh? Or who you might meet.
When sending the boat out on expeditions, you can choose to use online functionality. While this is not necessary, expeditions taken online will yield slightly better results. Would you like to use online functionality? Please note that your profile name and your character's name will be shared when you go online. Name that you gave Seth at the very beginning will be shown if you decide to use online functionality. So if you wanted to be, XX, Gamer Gunk XX, people will see that. This is something the Bravely franchise likes to do. The previous games in the series, and including this one, utilize some kind of online feature that the console or system that it's on has in store. The Nintendo Switch and the Steam version both have online functionality, and while there isn't something like Street Pass or Miiverse that they can work with to do something the same level as like a Norende Village kind of thing, this is a nice compromise. And yes, I will be utilizing the online functionality because it's really funny to see the kind of people that you see around here. All right, here we go. You've chosen to use the online functionality while exploring. You can change this setting from the options menu anytime. I will not be doing that. As you explore, you will be able to obtain new items passively as you continue an expedition. Set out on a voyage of exploration. Something was spotted floating in the ocean. The wind carried the boat to the west. Land Ahoy was Stanley Island. Neko was Smoggy Island. Frappe with the Fraw. Treasure. Wind carried the boat to the west. Land Ahoy was Shrieky Island. Mia.observers. The text moves so fast.
Well, how did the old girl treat you?
I don't know, it was out there for like 5 seconds.
She sails like a dream. Which is why I can't accept your offer. She's too good to just give away.
You can't? Fine, if it makes you feel better. How about I lend her to you instead? I'll look after her, and you give me a shout whenever you want to take her out. Just come and find me and say the word. It's really no trouble, dear.
Well, I guess that would work. Thanks.
Right, then. I suppose I'd better be heading back to town.
Okay, ma'am. Oh, try to steer clear of any monsters this time.
I'll do my best.
I take the free XP. All right, quest completed. We got ourselves 2 teleport stones. Okay, we get to see the spoils that we've obtained. A pretty stone. It was Neko Chi 39 right there. Small experience orb obtained. Smoggy Island, Frappe's, what was that, Frag? Small JP orb. Shrieky Island. Mia.observers and some, it looked like a Japanese character of some kind. Booster Bun, that raises our base stat for whatever it is, so HP in this case. Congratulations, you've gained access to a boat, which means you can go exploring. This is a great way of earning rewards based on the time you've spent playing the game. Expeditions can last up to 3 hours, so it's well worth setting sail before heading out of the house. Exploring has many benefits. For example, you can discover experience boosting orbs, JP boosting orbs, and delicious HP boosting buns. And these aren't the only treasures on offer. What's more, if you're connected to the internet, you can get a helpful hand from others and earn even greater rewards. It's a great way for busy people to level up more quickly, so be sure to set sail on an exploration expedition whenever you're going to be away from the game for a while. Yeah, even if you aren't going to use the online functionality, which for the Nintendo Switch you need to have the Nintendo Switch Online in order to use the online functionality, you can still get rewards from this, which is so much better than the original games. So much better that people, every single person can obtain rewards from this, and it won't be shut down in 10 years so people can continue to use them. Anyway, let's go ahead and start exploring. We'll be checking up on this passively, and once you see a new island or interact with a new person online, the game will give you a notification as you explore around, so there might be some times where we see some funny notifications. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to do though, so let's go ahead and head back to the inn and meet up with everyone.
Firstly, I would like to thank you all once again for rescuing me. And since you went to such great lengths on my behalf, I feel it is only right that I introduce myself and my situation properly. My name is Gloria. I am, or at least was, the Princess of Musa. It has long been the duty of those of my line to see that the 4 crystals are kept safe, in order that the calamity known as the Night's Nexus might be kept at bay. Unfortunately, the crystals were stolen, and 3, those of fire, water, and earth, remain unrecovered. Various disturbances across the land would seem to suggest that the calamity grows closer with each passing day.
You mean like the flooding people have been talking about? And the waves that sank my boat?
Precisely. I believe it is only a matter of time before the Night's Nexus is unleashed. And the only way to prevent this from happening is to restore the crystals to their rightful place.
This being so, dear friends, might we importune upon you to aid us in their recovery?
Sir Sloane, we cannot presume to expect the help of others in matters that it is Musa's duty to resolve.
Though I apprehend thy reluctance full well, my lady, 'tis plain that if we are to fulfill our duty, we shall be in need of allies. Capable allies. Our recent travails could not have given clearer proof of that. And what allies could be more capable than those who can count among their number one blessed by the very crystals we seek?
Even so, we cannot simply assume that they will be willing to become entangled in our affairs.
I'd say we're pretty wrapped up in them already, wouldn't you?
May we take this to mean that we can count upon thine aid?
Well, it's not like there's any place else I need to be. And besides...
Is aught the matter, boy?
Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing.
You'll not be leaving us behind either. 2 may be company, but a crowd's just what I need right now.
Oh, don't say you're getting bored of me, Elvis.
As if I'd ever even think something like that. Seriously though, we've a good reason to be coming along for the ride. Those last asterisks we got our hands on helped me read a little more of Lady Emma's old book. And from what Sir Sloane was saying, it sounds like our crystal thieves all have asterisks of their own. So, if we join you on your little adventure, I reckon my favourite special stones will be falling into our laps left and right. And you'll also have our expert help to call on. Everyone's a winner!
Well, far be it from me to contradict the man who pays my wages. As long as we keep moving, I'm happy.
Aye. Remind me why that is again?
I'm looking for my sister. She disappeared from our village. And I don't really have any idea where she might be. And I need to earn a living if I want to keep searching, so sticking with you is my best option. For now.
Oh, aye. That was it, eh? Right. Well, here's hoping we find her soon.
Thanks.
'Twould seem that we are all of the same mind. What thinkest thou, my lady?
Very well. Your kindness is greatly appreciated. I would be honored if you were all to join us.
Alrighty. Well, now that's settled. Let's head to the tavern and seal the deal over a wee drinky, shall we?
You really love the tavern, huh?
And what exactly is wrong with that, eh? A quest begun without a little send-off ceremony's no quest at all as far as I'm concerned. Ha ha!
Sleep escapeth thee too, I see.
Huh? Oh, hi there, Sir Sloane.
I had hoped that I might have a chance to speak with thee. 'Tis mostly of matters long since past, but wouldst thou be so good as to humour an old man? I too was once favoured with the blessing of the wind crystal. To think that half a century has passed since that day.
Wait, you were?
Indeed. And having been so favoured, I did set out with a band of stalwart companions in search of a means by which the Night's Nexus might be defeated. One among whom was King Godric, Princess Gloria's own grandfather. I shall never forget the experiences we shared, not as long as I live. Hither and yon we journeyed, righting wrongs and vanquishing injustice. In time, we came to be known as the Heroes of Light. Ah, such fond memories.
So you were a hero of light. Didn't you call me the same thing?
Indeed I did. Thou didst jolt me most jarringly back into my past, boy, I must admit. To think that it has been 50 years, and that now, after all this time, the blessing of the Wind Crystal should fall upon one such as thee. It pleases me more than words can say. Thou art mine heir. Thou art the one the crystal hath chosen to take my place. This being so, I must ask that thou swear by thy life to protect Princess Gloria, as I myself once swore to protect all those of her line.
Of course.
Then it is settled. Now, away with thee to bed. We rise with the dawn.
Morning.
Good morning.
Greetings, one and all.
How do you all look so fresh this early?
Ah, good morrow. Milady, ere we depart, there is something I would present unto thee. Though it paineth me to think of it, there may come a time where thou must needs protect thyself. May this blade serve thee in thy time of need.
Well, it is time to set out for our next destination, Savalon. If our suspicions are correct, the water crystal awaits us there.
Gloria, Elvis, and Adele join the party. For real this time. And Sir Sloan is now accompanying the party. Know your passives. I've already talked about this. Beat you to the punch game. Okay. But with that all done and us all healed up and ready to go and adventure, I say we're pretty good. Next time on Bravely Default 2. We're not going to be heading to Savalon just yet. We're going to be hanging around Halcyonia and helping the local people here. So, with that said, I'll see you soon.